Okay. Basically, earlier today, I was thinking about money and like the value of money and how people act concerning money, and basically just I guess looking at money for what it really is, and then having questions about it. And I was like, okay, the way I was looking at money was like this. It's basically maybe like a light green or dark green color with a dead person on it and some numbers that's written on it. And it has somehow been given value. And so people have done horrible things because of a lightly green sheet of paper with a dead person on it. I won't even say a president. I'm just going to say a dead person, because president or not, you're still a person. You're human here on this earth. So basically, I was looking at it. It's like it's like a rectangular green sheet of paper with some numbers written on it, with a dead person on it, and yet it's been given so much value in the world. And I was like, well, what if we were to switch it around and put your face on it? We're gonna put your face on like a $20 bill, and we're gonna put some numbers on it, and it doesn't make a difference, black, white, Hispanic. Doesn't matter the race, but we're gonna take just any regular average person. We're gonna put their face on it, same as the dollar bills that they have now. We're gonna put their face on it. We're gonna add some numbers to it, some serial numbers, maybe a few letters, and I can't even say we're gonna add value to it, because it would just be a green sheet of paper with your face on it, some numbers written on it. And I'm like, and people kill, people steal, people die, people manipulate and do all sorts of, I don't know, horrible and heinous things because of a rectangular green sheet of paper with a dead person on it and some numbers. And I'm like, why is that valuable? Why has something like that been given value? Is that collective consciousness giving a sheet of paper, a light green sheet of paper in a rectangular shape with a number on it and a dead person's face on it, and it's been, I guess, the energy of value maybe was put into it, or people's perspective was put into thinking that this particular sheet of paper is worth something. So now people have it. Some people have large amounts of it. Some people have none of it. Some people have a little bit of it. But it's like, the way I was looking at it, it's, again, I'm going back to this. It's a rectangular shape, green sheet of paper, because it's a sheet of paper. It's paper. You rip it, it's paper with a dead person on it. Whether it's a president or not, still a person that's with their face on there. Some numbers, maybe a few letters, and it's been given value. So I guess I'm asking, what is your opinion on the light green rectangular shape with a dead person on it, and why has it been given so much value?
Well, look at it this way. When you were a baby,
Yeah.
and you was hungry, and you cried, some adult or a mother, somebody, really didn't matter who it was, they walked up with this plastic, or some of it was glass, container that had some white stuff in it. With a nipple, and they handed it to us, and we put it in our mouth, and all of a sudden this white liquid came out, and it started going down our throat into our stomach, and we felt nourished. We saw value in that. So when we wanted that plastic bottle with the white stuff, we cried. And here comes the bottle, and it comes, and we drank it. We got older, it went from that bottle to the Gerber container that had some soft stuff in it with a spoon, and we were fed that. So what was the value? The value was in, this is what we needed. Because remember, understand, operating here on this plane in a human form, or having a human experience, there's basic necessities that we need: food, clothing, shelter, and stuff like that. When you're cold, you put on material that covers your body, and you're warm. When it's raining, you have a facility shaped like a square or a rectangle with a roof and wood and pipes and everything that blocks the water from hitting you in the head. Why is that valuable? Because it shields you from the elements outdoor. Why was the milk valuable? Because it nourished your body. The money doesn't do anything. It's what the money provides that people are chasing after. See, when what is happiness to people, to us? When you ask a person, what makes you happy? Okay, a person named Jill that comes home every day, that she's wearing a ring on her finger. We've been together for years. We argue all the time, but she cooks me something. We have sex on occasions. We communicate. We hug each other. I love her. What's the value in that? Because the necessity of needing companionship is what Jill, as an example, Jill provides. And Adam, whatever. So we place value on things that provides us those necessities. The money doesn't do anything on its own. If, you can burn a piece of paper. The money's just paper. You can burn it. But if you're hungry and you go to the store, you have to use that, in this society that we're in, you have to use that paper to exchange it to get something to eat. Because at the end of the day, do you care about the money? No, you care about what the money provides. It provides food. It provides clothing. It provides shelter. It provides all sorts of things and guilty pleasures and entertainment. You love the entertainment. That's all the money is, what it is. What people are looking for is happiness. And they're placing the value in these things because of the return of the investment. So you can have people who live in poor circumstances, a family in a poor environment, what we may constitute as a poor environment, that actually has love. It's like they get together at the dinner table every day, they tell each other stories, and they eat, and they're together. They all huddle together and they watch TV, family time. You got people in multi-million-dollar homes who don't even talk to each other in the same room. So money is nothing. Everything is nothing. It's the value we place on it because of what it provides. At the end of the day, what are we looking for? We're looking for protection, companionship, and happiness. And money, as for the people who are how they look at it, to them it provides those things. Because I can take this rectangular piece of paper with a dead guy on it and some numbers. I can take it and I can hand it off to somebody else and I can get what I really want, which is food. Because my body needs nourishment. It needs liquid. It needs these things that in this society we have to purchase because we're not in a situation to where we can grow our own. And even if you want to have a farm, you need the money to get the seeds, because where are you going to get it from in this society? So it's never been about the money. People say the money. Yeah, it's about the money. It's about the money. That's the illusion, because it's never been about the money. It's been about what the money symbolizes or what it can garner for the individual who has it. So they collect it. Because think of this. If you were on an island by yourself with a trash bag with $3 trillion in it, what can you do? Think about an island. There's no stores. There's nothing on this island but just the water, the ocean, trees, coconuts, or whatever. But you get a bag with $3 trillion in it. What can that money buy you?
Nothing.
It can't buy you nothing. But what if there was some tribesmen on this island that was looking at your watch, or they was looking at the buttons on your shirt, and they pointed at the button on your shirt, and you took that button off and you gave them that button, and all of a sudden they walked away and they came back with a basket filled with mangoes, pineapples, water that you couldn't find yourself, they brought it to you. What would be valuable? The buttons on your shirt. You're like, man, I'll take every button I got. And that's my prosperity, because I can turn that button, give it to the tribalman, and I can turn around and get fruit. So that's what it is. It's I think before it was a barter system, and then it went to this greenbacks or whatever it was. You used to trade gold for certain things and then make the paper money, and then which has no value in itself, but you can make anything valuable.
Now, what do you think about when other people are looked down upon because they don't have this green sheet of paper with a dead person on it, this money, and people are treated poorly, unfairly. People are for the most part belittled and are put to shame because, oh well, you don't have this money, so you're not worth anything. We don't deserve to treat you a certain way. We're not going to do this and we're not going to do that, because you don't have this money. And I witnessed that a lot in the world with just people in general, whether it's friends or it's family or, whoever it is. And it's like, well, because you don't have this money, it has divided relationships, and because you don't have money, it's broken up homes and things like that. And it's like, I understand, as humans, we do have basic necessities, things that we need to survive here on earth. But it's like, I feel like when it gets to the point of, I'm going to look down my nose upon other people because you don't have money, I'm going to treat you unfairly, I'm going to treat you badly, I'm going to treat you poorly, I'm not going to give you the respect you deserve, you're not going to get consideration or love from me. You're not going to get recognition from me because you don't have money. And it's like, and so many people have taken money and in my opinion, they've made it like they're God. Like, if you don't have money, then you're nothing. And it's like, in these times, in these day and age, that element can switch just like that, and money won't be worth anything. Especially if they were to follow through with this new world order thing, or this mark of the beast as they call it, and then there is no more value to a rectangular shape with a dead person on with some numbers on it. And it's like, people have allowed, basically a lot of people in the world are treated unfairly because of this money. I'm like,
it's not the money. It's not the money, because if that was the case, every multi-millionaire would be looking down on people.
Right.
But that's not the case, because there are people who are successful multi-millionaires that do a lot of philanthropy work, that go out and they donate, to causes, and they build things, and they're doing a lot of good things with the money that they've accumulated. So it's not money. It's the false premise of thinking that the money, but no, it's not the money. It's what's in the individual that's doing it. Money doesn't do anything. Like if I put a gun in your hand, you have a choice to shoot somebody, but the gun is not shooting anybody. You are the one shooting somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had a match, you have a choice. You can light the stove and cook some eggs, or you can light the house on fire. But the fire didn't do it. It's what the person did with it. So you have to look not at the money, but look at the individual, because what the individual did is they put the value of money above themselves. It's not about the other people. First part is they put that value of the money, the illusion of the money, above themselves. So because they have accumulated this money, they sit above themselves. They feel like they're worthy because of this. So they look at people that don't have that as unworthy. But it's nothing to do with the money. You have to see yourself as not valuable to begin with. What really goes on, and you look at it from a psychological standpoint, is if I'm talking down to you, I see myself as below you. You know what I'm saying? Because see, it's a false premise of I'm better than you, I'm this and I'm that, and you're nothing. Well, if you're talking down to me, you must think low of yourself to even do so. Because what makes you different than me? See, people will blame it on the money. They will blame, like I was, like, you know, you got the gun and you shoot me, blame it on the gun. No, it's not the gun. It's what's in the psyche of the individual. And there's a lot of people running around here with low self-esteem and self-esteem issues. So it's looked at as this did it and that did it. Nope, it's inside that individual. Because you can, if you had $1 million, would you look at somebody that doesn't have it as being below you?
No.
No, because so it's not the money that did it. It's the individual. So it's individuals that's looking at other individuals as not being worthy enough. But really what it is the individual sees themselves as not being worthy. So they hide behind the money, saying, because I have this, I'm worthy, you're not. But if you point at me, that must mean you really don't see yourself as worthy. And the money really doesn't make you feel valuable. Because when you're happy, don't you want other people to be happy?
Exactly.
But because what they say about misery loves company. So the person that can put on a fake facade of I'm good, I'm this, I'm that, they're not really happy. Because they're stepping on other people to raise themselves up. But when you see who you really are and see the worth that you have in yourself, you realize you don't have to step on somebody else to make yourself be up there. Just stand up. So it's not money that does it. It's the individual and what's inside of them that's doing it. But it's been used or it's been looked at as, you know, the money and the status. It's not that. It's in the individual. Because like they say, money only makes you what you already are. It doesn't make you any different. You do what you're going to do with the money that was already inside of you. It's just that you have the means to do what you've been wanting to do. What's already been there. So it's never the money. It's always the individual. And the people that act like they're something, they really believe that they're nothing.
That makes sense.
You can see it on TV with the person that has all this riches and they commit suicide.
Right.
We just talked about it. Because money don't make you better. It doesn't bring you happiness. See, people think when you don't have money, or for some, when they don't have it, they think, oh yeah, if I have X amount of dollars, I'm going to be happy. And they get it, and guess what, they're not happy. Because what did Jay-Z sing the song? More money, more problems. Didn't make you happy. See, you have to find the happiness within yourself first. And that's why there's people that's won the lottery, won millions, and they was lost it all and depressed, and they say the number one thing, wish I never won that lottery. That's the average person that don't have money. They're like, you wish you didn't, man, I wish I would win it.
Right.
But it's a psychological thing that people
Right.
don't talk about, don't understand. Money don't do nothing. Money is always the scapegoat. Because people don't want to put the blame where it really belongs, and that's not themselves.
Right.
Oh, I did it. No, the money did it. Oh, well, money changed them. Money changed them. Nope.
Yeah, I hear that all the time.
Yeah, it's not true.
People
money
say, "Oh, money's the
it just
the
made
root of all
them what they
evil."
was
Right.
already, what seed was already inside of them.
Already there.
All you did was pull back the veil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you are in front of a house and you want to see what's inside, you open the window. And when you open the window, you're like, man, shoot, all the stuff in there. See, if I wouldn't have opened the window, this wouldn't have been in there. No, it was always inside there. The only thing is you just became aware of it because you opened the window. Money just enables people to open windows to see what's already inside the house.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That's what I was wondering about. That's what I wanted to know.
And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't. Some think they have to do whatever they do. It's just their own thinking that, oh, I have to do X, Y, and Z. I have to sell drugs. I have to do. But if that's the case, then everybody would be doing the same thing to get the same money. But there's people doing all sorts of things to gain abundance, gain prosperity, gain money. You know, it's like people don't realize, like, ideas are just floating by you. And you can, oh, I want to be 100%. Well, what do you want to do? And ideas can come along, and the next thing you know, the idea, you put it out there, and next thing you know, you can be a multi-billionaire off your idea. So this is what the people, each individual, believe that they're capable of, or what they feel they have to do, or what they want to do. Some want to live that lifestyle, the dangerous lifestyle on the edge where you set the. Some want to do it. I mean, to each his own. But there is no one way to gain something. It's just what that individual feels and what they do. But what it really boils down to at the end of the day is always going to go back to the person, not the object. The object has no talk. The object ain't going to talk to you. Money ain't going to sit there and talk to you like, hey, guess what? Guess what? It doesn't do that. You're talking to yourself.
That makes sense. Okay. That's what I want to know. That makes sense.